The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel welcomes you to this edition of the Mayors and Supervisors Weekly Update, brought to you by...
Each week, our community makes history. Each week, you make history. And each week, there's only one source to turn to for the first take on history. You know what that is? Subscribe to the Sentinel right now to discover the history being made in your own backyard.
The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel. More than just your news, it's your history.
Hey, welcome everyone to this week's edition of the Mayors and Supervisors Update. I'm Chris Carosa, publisher of the Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel, and each week we bring you the goings-on in the towns and villages that we cover. This week we're going to be starting off with Steve Schultz, town of Henrietta. Steve, what's happening in Henrietta?
Good afternoon. The Community Choice Aggregation Program is starting, and program letters, which include an opt-out card for those who do not wish to participate in the program, will be coming out on July 10th. For those unaware, a CCA program uses the town's buying power to negotiate lower fixed rate electrical supply, including conventional, 100% renewable energy, or a 50-50 blend. When implemented, the CCA contract replaces the default selection for anyone who has never selected an energy supply company. So if you have selected an energy supply company, or ESCO, participate in the HEAP program, or are a timed use customer, or have a change block on your account, then you are not an eligible candidate and would not be part of the CCA unless you actively decide to opt in. Otherwise, you would become a participant unless you decide to opt out. Some residents had originally requested that we make it that you, it's only opt-in. Unfortunately, that is not something that is offered through the state's CCA program. It has to be opt-out. So as I mentioned, residents who are eligible will be receiving letters starting July 10th. If you believe you received a letter when you should not have, or if you have not received a letter when you believe you should have, you can contact the program administrators, which Jewel Assets or Monroe Community Power, at 585-244-0244 or info@monroecommunitypower.com. There is information on our website with regards to this at henrietta.org/CCA. Our Pride event this past week was forced to relocate indoors due to the rain, but our Parks and Rec staff and our DPW crews did an amazing job moving the event inside quickly. It was very well attended and very well received. This is largely a community organized event that receives support from the town staff and board. And once again, the community really came through, from the primary organizers to the student leaders from the Rush Henrietta High School. It was just a really great event. For those listening, we have been preparing for the July 4th celebrations for the past few days. Programming will include a craft show and garage sale at the Senior Center from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Children activities in the Veterans Memorial Park starting at 4 p.m. Live music in Veterans Memorial Park opening with Uptown Groove from 5 to 7 p.m. Then following with Brass Taxi from 7:45 p.m. to 9:45 p.m. running right up until the fireworks, which start at 9:45. There will be food trucks, merchant tents, and other activities throughout. Please note that the roads around the park will close down starting at 9:30 p.m., so plan accordingly. For those who are reading this, hopefully you had a great time at our 4th of July event. Our dog control officer has been able to rescue a couple of dogs recently and get them into the foster system. She was also able to rescue a large owl that got caught in some netting and get it to a wildlife rehabilitation center, so that hopefully it'll make a full recovery from it had hurt its legs getting caught in the netting. And then finally, we'll have to leave to join State Senator Jeremy Cooney to announce over $500,000 in funding to rehabilitate the Brentland Woods living community in Henrietta, which offers senior housing at a more affordable price while still providing the safety, quality of life, and great experience that seniors and their families are looking for when choosing senior housing. So very exciting. We have a lot of residents in Henrietta who are downsizing or moving to senior facilities, and they're looking to stay in Henrietta. So there has been a big push on in the town to get more senior housing coming. So we're excited that one of our existing facilities will essentially get a facelift, some improvements, upgrades to facilities, so that it's a better place to live. So very excited about that.
All right.
That's it.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you. And as I said, I'm going to sign off. So take care and good luck.
See you next week. Mike, over to the town of Lima. What's going on there?
Hello, Chris. Thanks for having us. It is summer, and the summer edition of the Livingston County Tourism Guide is out. You can see samplings of it at visitlivco.com. You can also order a print guide to be sent to you. They are a fantastic print guide that disappear everywhere that they are put out. If you've not had a chance to take a look, beautiful photography, really heavyweight printing, etc. Very nice. So please take some time, visitlivco.com. The National Association of Counties is sponsoring a artwork contest. This is a national artwork contest. To be eligible, it is for students who are in grades K through 12. They must live in the United States, and any artwork submitted must have been created in 2023. All submissions will be judged based on technical skill and creativity, and the artist must provide a statement that explains how counties matter, or complete the sentence, "I love my county because." So to access this contest, and again, it's open to all students K through 12, you would go to the National Association of Counties website and click on the I Love My County Because art contest. For those of you who are watching, July 4th is about to happen. As Steve was saying, here at Mark Tubbs Park in Lima, about 6 o'clock, you will have food and children's games and the book walk, first time ever through the park. The fireworks will be about 9:30 p.m. You can expect to park across the road, sort of across from Ziegler Drive at the Crossroads Church parking lot and be shuttled over. But huge fireworks display, all free. Come on out and take a look. For those of you that already went, we hope you enjoyed it. Livingston County is part of the Western New York Gaming Compact. This basically covers Batavia Downs. Livingston County signed on in sort of exchange for not having a Racino. We participate in the profits from Batavia Downs. This past year, the sort of regulatory environment there changed. The board was liquidated, the voting was changed, we all had to reappoint board members, etc. And it went from one county, one vote to weighted voting. And that has weighted the voting in favor of Monroe County and Erie County, with all the rest of us small counties having almost no say now in the direction of the facility and how it's run. So on the Wednesday the 28th this past week, the Livingston County Board of Supervisors voted to join the lawsuit that other counties have put together to sue the governor's office to get this reversed back to what it was. And that's all I've got, Chris.
All right. Thanks, Mike. Over to John, if he can magically reappear and unmute himself, then we can hear what's going on in the marvelous town of Mendon.
Unmute.
Can you hear me, Chris?
I can hear you. I can't see you.
All right, we're gonna just have to go with the audio for the moment.
Oh, that's okay.
Just wanted to wish everybody a happy 4th and happy and a safe 4th of July. The couple of things I wanted to mention. First of all, I'm going to attribute this next sentence to the former building inspector and code enforcement officer of the town of Mendon, Mr. Tom Voorhees. If you like the view, own the view. We have had some properties being sold fairly recently that do not have homes or houses built on them. And, as someone new purchases that property, sometimes they want to subdivide it and develop it. And sometimes the neighbors aren't too crazy about that idea. So I reiterate what Tom so well said. And a lot of that is that I'm seeing more and more people who grew up here come back here that are maybe in their 30s and 40s and having a family, and they realize what a great place the town of Mendon, what a beautiful school district we have. It really brings people back. I'm seeing more and more people who grew up here want to move back here. Obviously, from the price of real estate lately, you can appreciate how that happened. Also, with our spray park, we had a conference call with the contractor and with a gentleman who represented the company that provided the sealer for the spray park. And the gentleman who was the factory representative said that the wrong sealer was put on that. So we're in the process of having that stripped off and the proper sealer put on. So more information to follow, but we're hoping for a very quick turnaround. This is something that the contractor put on with the knowledge of the engineer. The town did not have knowledge of what sealer was going on there. And as the factory rep said, it's the wrong sealer. So we're going to get that fixed and get that back open because we've got some nice weather coming up here in July. Summer rec is underway, and I've had a few questions about summer rec, and all the equipment that summer rec has is stored in the basement of the youth center on Monroe Street, the former library. So all that has been moved to summer rec, and some of the equipment that we do use at the youth center is also being utilized for the summer. And that about covers it for me today. So I appreciate being here.
All right. That was a quick day today. All right. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching. Remember, we are broadcasting every Sunday at 1 o'clock on our Facebook page. Like the page, or subscribe to our YouTube channel, and at 1 o'clock when it airs there, or either place, you'll be notified that the program is starting so you can watch it. Other than that, we want to wish everybody a very happy 4th of July, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye for now.
Imagine yourself communicating with a difference. Pan-Dimensional Solutions helps you do this. Whether live spectator events, taped broadcasts, or real-time audience-engaging programs, you can benefit immediately from the tools Pan-Dimensional Solutions will share with you. Do you want to make a difference? Contact us at pandimensional.com.